Alrighty, BB40 back with another zombie uprising video, and I'm gonna just give you a general idea what this one's about before I ask you to go back, and if you want to, you can verify some of my numbers that I'm gonna throw out there as far as the strength of the ammos, different types of ammo. So, and you can do that just by every time you see that I'm going to be shooting what I call a pinhead armored zombie. He's the guys with the spiked helmets on top. I call them pinheads. I'll refer to them in this video. There's also the mini bosses. So those two types of zombies I'm going to concentrate on. There's a pinhead right there. There's a mini boss right there. So you can see I'm going to turn. I'm going to shoot them. Shoot the mini boss first, and you can pause the video. Check the ammo count in the bottom right. You can see the ammo number there. Right now it's 280, 277. So I do that with each type of ammo that's available, ammo mods. These are all the ammo mods here. You can do this on any gun. You can add these different modifications to your guns. And I recommend you do that because it will increase your capability of killing zombies for any of your guns that you might use in the game. So anyway, get back to the original. The reason I did this video, I just made it to Prestige 5 last week, and as Prestige 5, the perk that you win is the exploding. It's called exploding ammo, but it doesn't explode. And I was going to say I was extremely disappointed. I was really looking forward to having a lot of fun with shooting ammo that explodes on impact, and it just does not do that. So that was very disappointing when I got Prestige 5 and I loaded up that ammo and I went in the game, and it's just like, this ammo's no different than any other ammo. Why is he calling it exploding ammo? This is weaker than other ammo. I could tell it was weaker just by using it and being, played the game enough to where I knew how well other different ammo mods would take down zombies compared to the Prestige 5 exploding ammo. So anyway, I decided to prove it to myself and share this information with whoever might stumble on this video. So I started off, if you go back to the beginning, I started off with no ammo at all, no ammo mods. So there was, I think it was 5 or 6 different modifications you can do. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 modifications. Okay. If you make it to at least Prestige 3, because 2 of the modifications, you have to make Prestige level 3 and Prestige level 5. So most people won't have access to those 2. And it doesn't matter because they're not the best, and I'll show you that in this video. So what I did is before I went in here and created this video here that you're watching right now, I went through my video, the original video, and I would pause when I was just about to shoot a pinhead or a mini boss, and I would check the ammo count. And then I would start the video back up, and when I finished killing that particular zombie, I would pause the video again and check the ammo count. And it wasn't, exactly precise, I would say, in every case, but it was close enough to where I can get a very close estimate, especially for comparison, since I'm doing the same technique for every particular type of ammo and every zombie that I shoot. So anyway, I started off, I just got rid of all the ammo mods. I got no ammo mod at all on the very first one. This one I'm doing right now that you're looking at right now is the FMJ. That's the first lowest ammo modification you can do. The next one up is the hollow point. The next one after that is the armor piercing. Now the FMJ you can gain access to at level 10 if your gun is at level 10. Let me try to explain that really quick too, because I didn't understand this a month and a half ago. You have your own player level, but every gun has its own level too. And you can check that when you go into the armory, I guess basically the waiting area before you play the game. When you select your guns, each gun that you look at in each tier it'll show you what level that gun is at for you, and it'll give you the name of that gun. Like you'll have assault rifles, you'll have shotguns, you'll have light machine guns, you'll have personal defense weapons. They all have different types of names to the different types of guns in the game. So that's the things you got to check. It'll help you out in this game if you understand gun leveling. So you just look at the title of the gun in the columns below whatever tier you select, and it'll show you the level of that gun. And these ammo mods are only available at certain levels. Like I was saying, the FMJ that we were just looking at is available at level 10. When you get the gun up to level 10, you can equip that mod to the gun. This one here, Hollow Point, is a level 20. When you hit that gun level, gets to level 20, you can switch over to this Hollow Point ammo. And then level 30 is the armor piercing. And that's the really important one that you need to worry about. I would suggest that all your favorite guns, get them up to at least level 30 and equip the armor piercing ammo. And this video will prove to you why it's the best ammo. So again, like I was saying, I went through like even down hollow points. Here I'm about to shoot a mini boss. Gonna line them up, kill that one, and I'll kill the other one. So I checked both the blue minis and brown minis, and they're basically about the same. I think the blue mini is just a little bit weaker than the brown mini boss. So, but I'll give you kind of a summary of how this all turned out. Basically, now there's a pinhead. I just killed him. So basically, having no ammo mod at all, or equipping the FMJ or equipping the hollow point, it would take roughly 14-15 rounds of ammo to take down one of these pinheads right there. The mini bosses that you just saw right there would take 8 to 10 shots. So pinheads were 14-15 shots, mini bosses 8 to 10, depends. So, and that was true for the FMJ, hollow point, or no ammo mod at all. Now the mini bosses, since they don't have any ammo, I found that it doesn't matter what ammo mod you equip to your gun, it still takes 8 to 10 shots to take them down. I mean, I'm talking the best ammo in the game, the explosive, or the RIP, or the armor piercing, or the AP RIP. I mean, they got all these different types of ammo mods that you can equip. They all are basically the same. There's no difference. Now, even though you can hover your mouse over the particular ammos and it'll tell you, you know, maybe a 10% increase or 5% increase in damage, or it's just not true. I didn't see it in the game. And this particular round here, I went through each ammo. I had 1,000 zombies to shoot because this is a boss round, and boss rounds will give you 1,000 zombies every time if there's a big boss. So I had plenty of time to shoot the two main zombies that I wanted to kill for this experiment. And I did. I managed to kill both mini bosses and the pinheads for each type of ammo. And I got to go back and review the video and determine how many shots it took to take each one down. So I have the data, the test run here. I'm using the same gun with the same mods. The only thing I'm changing is the ammo mod. It's same round, so the zombies are not getting any stronger. And now I'm switching to the RIP. I already gone through the armor piercing. So anyway, RIP comes after the armor piercing. So based on the data that I got, the amount of rounds it took for each. I mean, you saw right there the RIP. I put about 20 rounds into that pinhead, and it did not drop. The RIP is the worst ammo in the game. You'd be better off having no ammo equipped than you would selecting the RIP. RIP is terrible. For the pinheads, the RIP would take 17, 18 shots to drop a pinhead. compared to the hollow point, which only took 14, 15 shots. Now, getting to the best ammo in the game is the armor piercing. Just the plain armor piercing. The level 30 armor piercing ammo is the best by far. And I say that because most of your stronger zombies in this game, besides the mini bosses, all your stronger zombies in this game are armor covered. They're armored zombies. So you need that armor piercing ammo to kill them quicker, let's say. You can still kill them with any of the ammo, but like I was just explaining, the FMJ and the hollow point takes 14, 15 rounds to drop a pinhead. The RIP takes 17 or 18 rounds to drop a pinhead. The armor piercing is only 8 rounds. It's almost half of what it takes, for less than half of what it takes to drop with the RIP. That's how much better the armor piercing rounds are in this game. You know, you got to equip these, and you only have to get to level 30 for your gun to gain access to the armor piercing ammo. Now, all the other zombies that don't have armor, like I mentioned earlier, it's the same. No matter what ammo you choose, no matter what ammo option you choose, it's all the same for all these other zombies. It takes the same number of rounds to take them down. Especially, I looked at the mini bosses. Every single case, every single type of ammo, 8 to 10 rounds to kill a mini boss. With my particular gun here, in my particular, the wave that I'm at, and the other mods that I have equipped, which were constant, you know, throughout each of the different ammo tests. So, and to let you know what I'm using here, I'm now Prestige 5. So I have access to the Prestige 5 explosive ammo. I have access to it. And I'm going to test that here too. So this particular gun is my personal favorite. This is the M2HB. It's a tier 10 gun. And I just like it the best because the amount of ammo it holds and the strength of the ammo. It is pretty good, pretty strong ammo. I think it has a base damage rate of 46, which is high for most guns. The fire rate is not as fast as some guns, like the minigun, but the combination of ammo strength and fire rate is pretty good when you combine the two. So I think it was actually better than the minigun. But anyway, so this is the gun I'm using in this particular round, and this is round 35, which is a boss round. Boss rounds occur every 7 rounds, and every boss round that you get like this, you get 1,000 zombies. The other type of boss rounds is, people call it a horde round. You have the courtyard and the mountain fortress, where the zombies come out of this tunnel. That's a different type of boss round, where you have less zombies and no actual boss to kill. So I chose this particular round because I knew I would get 1,000 zombies, and I have plenty of time to switch all the, test out all the different types of ammo with the 2 particular types of zombies that I want to kill. Being at a higher round like this round 35, I can see a lot of armored zombies and a lot of mini bosses. So it was a perfect, good round to do this in. Because a mini boss right here, and you see he was clean. There was no damage to him yet. So you can go back. You can stop the video, pause it just before I shoot, check the count of the ammo, and then check the count after I kill him. And you'll see it took about somewhere between 8 and 10 rounds to take him down. And it's true, like I said, for every single ammo mod in this particular game, for any particular gun, there won't be any difference, no difference at all, in how quickly you can take down a mini boss. So now I'm looking at this is the Prestige 3 AP RIP. It's the armor piercing. And let me tell you what the RIP actually stands for. You probably laugh, because I didn't know. I had to Google it. At first I saw RIP, ooh, rest in peace. It's a rest in peace ammo. I said, no, let me look it up just to be sure before I go and put that in the video. It actually stands for Round Irritant Personnel Cartridge. And from what I'm reading, it's a 12 gauge, well, looking at a particular 12 gauge, it's a round containing a mix of irritant powders that are non-lethal and designed to temporarily incapacitate a person using gas and fine particles. It could also refer to a radically invasive projectile, another RIP acronym, a type of expanding bullet from G2 research, or less commonly a frangible round that breaks apart on impact. But the first definition is a round irritant personnel cartridge. So it's kind of like rubbing salt in the wound, basically. So anyway, that's what RIP basically stands for. It's not rest in peace, but that I originally thought. That was just my guess. So this, the AP RIP, in my opinion, turned out to be the second best, simply because it does the more damage to the zombies than the other ones. The only one that does better is just the straight armor-piercing ammo. I think when they combined the RIP with the armor-piercing, it made the armor-piercing weaker, not as effective. So that's why this ammo, and like I said, you can stop this video at any time, pick a point where I'm shooting a mini-boss, or not a mini-boss, but it mainly boils down to the armored zombies. So there's I call him a broken neck pinhead, but it's either that one. Here comes a pinhead. I just started shooting him. It's either that broken neck pinhead, or the ones that you see that also have a broken neck, but it's just a solid piece of armor. You don't even see their head. There's so much armor. Between those two are the toughest. That guy right there, the broken neck, and this guy right here. Those are the two toughest zombies in the game that I've come across, that I've seen or tried to kill. So, but I only concentrated. There wasn't as many as those in this particular round, so I just concentrated on the pinheads. These guys, the pinheads and the mini bosses. I used those as my test subjects. So that's a pinhead right there, and there's also a mini boss behind me. So let's see if I can kill them both. I think actually, do I end up? No, here they are. Oh, it's two pinheads, two mini bosses now. And there's the pinhead. He's clean. So you can check it. You want to go back and check that kill. Go back and pause it. That one there took about 12, 13 rounds. I'm sorry. That was the pinhead with the armor-piercing. Rest in peace. It took 9 or 10 rounds to kill that particular pinhead. Whereas the regular plain armor-piercing, the level 30 armor-piercing, only takes about 8 rounds to kill a pinhead. So it is slightly better. The regular armor-piercing ammo is better than this AP RIP ammo. So now I just switched over to the explosive, and as you can see, these rounds are not exploding rounds. They're really no different than any other rounds. They're actually worse than the armor-piercing rounds. The straight armor-piercing rounds, level 30 armor-piercing rounds, are number one. They're the best. The armor-piercing RIP rounds, Prestige 3 rounds, are second best. And the third best would be this one. This one came in third. They were slightly better than the hollow points and FMJs by killed the pinheads by a couple less rounds. 12 to 13 rounds to kill a pinhead for this explosive Prestige 5 ammo. So, but anyway, I answered my own question anyway, and I want to do this video just so it would help others to determine, which ammo you might want to use in the game, which one, would be most effective in killing the zombies, especially the armored zombies. And I was disappointed that the ammo did not go in order, where the lowest level ammo would have been the worst and the highest level ammo would have been the best. That's not the case. It did not work out that way. So I'm glad I did this little test run here and tested all the different types of ammo and found out which one was the best. So what I did now is I went back. I had actually between Prestige 2 and Prestige 3, I think it was, when I was working to save up money. So what I wanted to do, before I even went into Prestige 1, I saved up like $3.5 million so that when I went into Prestige 1, I could buy all the good guns back again. I didn't want to have to start fresh and work my way back up through the different tiers. That would just taken too much time. I wanted to use my really good guns and my TNT and my MGL tertiary gun. I wanted to use all the best guns to save up as much money as quickly as I could before prestiging, which I did between each of the different prestige levels. I think the least amount of money I had one time was I think 2.1 million. It was enough to get me into tier 10 and buy 3 of the items in tier 10. So I was able to get my MGL back and my TNT. And I think I bought the AA-12 shotgun. No, that's a tier 9, sorry. I think about the MGL. Yeah, I want to get the MGL, which is a tier 10 tertiary weapon. So I got my 3 favorite guns. Those are the ones that I keep loaded all the time, is the TNT, the MGL, and my M2 HB. Those are my primary weapons, my favorite weapons in the game. For secondary, I use the M17, which is tier 9, I believe. Pistol, that's the best secondary weapon I found. And of course my melee, I got the double lightsaber. That's my melee weapon. And you can see it all in the very bottom. The names of the different guns that I have. The number 5 slot there is just a mystery box gun that I grabbed. It's like getting Mule Kick in other games, where it opens up another slot for another gun. So that's basically here, that slot's always open. All you have to do is just go to the mystery box, and that whatever gun you pull out of the mystery box will go in that slot. It won't replace your primary gun, it'll just go into slot 5. Your primary will stay slot 1. So anyway, another thing I want to point out, you noticed the way I went into switched ammo each time is you just go up to the very top. You see that handgun symbol? You get the blue case in the middle, and then the setting sprocket, and then there's the gun, little handgun to the right. That's the armory tab. You just click on that, and you pay. I know it pops up. It shows a green 1,500, and I thought at first I didn't read the instructions. I thought at first it was money. It cost you $1,500 to go in there, but it's not money. Even though it's green, it's points. You know, I don't know why he chose green, because you look up top there, the green numbers are money, the white numbers are points. So I was going by color coding and not by actual words. So it is just points, and you can earn 1,500 points pretty quick in the game. So if you run out of ammo, or if you want to update any modifications to your gun while you're in game, you just click on that armory button, and it'll take you right back to the like the lobby where you come in and you select your guns. So every time you do that, all you have to do really, if you want to replenish your ammo, is you say yes to paying the 1,500 to go in, and then you just go ahead and hit the exit key right away. So it's very quick. You can go in and out. You can reload all your ammo. It reloads both your clip and your reserve ammo. So you don't really have to worry about running out of ammo in the game so much if you just learn how to do that really quick. You can restore your ammo whenever you want to. Now, I generally don't like even doing that, even though I've gotten used to it now. I still go with, sometimes I'll go with the Logistician, the tier 10, tier 9, I think it's tier 9 perk, which gives me an extra 100% ammo. It says 150%, but when you actually look at what it gives you, it's only 100%. It doesn't really give you the 100% increase in ammo. At least when I go in, if I don't select that, I pick some other perk, I'll have 875 rounds in reserve. But I picked a Logistician, I end up with 1,650 rounds in reserve. So it's double what I would have without it. So I know the Rambo perk says it's 100%. The Logistician says 150%, but it does not give you that extra 50%. It just doesn't do it. So anyway, just another little. There's a lot of little bugs and quirks in the game that the Brian developers I would like to see him work on and fix. one of the perks is in these boss rounds, you got these rockets flying all over the place. The rockets will damage the zombies, but they don't. Say I just get hit by one, they don't damage me. You don't get damaged at all by the rockets, and you used to. I remember when I was a noob at this game, you know, just like a tier 5 or tier 4, and I would come in this game and play and struggling, working my way up. I remember back then, it's like 4 years ago, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, the rockets would kill me. I got killed a few times in these boss rounds by the rockets. But now they don't do anything. He went in with an update. He was supposed to make some changes to it, and he just somehow just turned it all off, and he never hasn't gone back and fixed it yet. So these boss rounds are actually very easy rounds to survive now. So you can take the time to shoot the zombies and get a lot of money. I earned $30,000 in this particular round right here that you're looking at. I started off with 603, ended up with 633,000. So I made over $30,000 just in this one round. So I recommend these boss rounds. Don't just shoot the boss. You don't get much for that. You get a lot more money and XP just by killing all the zombies. I actually got as much as 50,000 on like a wave 63 I did one time. I got over $50,000 in that one round. It takes a while, you know, to kill all the zombies, but I mean that's why you come in the game, to shoot zombies, right? That's how you make money, and that's how you get XP. So do it in these boss rounds. Don't just shoot the boss. You can save the boss to the end. So anyway, I can't think of anything else I wanted to cover offhand right now. I did a few more of these videos. I recommend you check out my other videos to learn more tips on how to play this game and survive in the game. I need to work on just a general like starter video to help people get started in this game and survive, teach you how to survive. Because I could basically play this all day. I am going to do next a round on how to handle the horde rounds, the courtyard, and mountain fortress. So catch that in the next one. Thanks for checking us out. I do appreciate it. And check my other videos. Thanks. Bye.